Mic check, mic check. Back again. Welcome back to Fantasy Spittas. Our live stream is now live. It's 3:47 on this beautiful Monday, June 2nd. Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I was gonna stream earlier this morning. Day got away from me. Was gonna stream later in the evening. I have some things to get done later in the evening, i.e. make dinner and watch college softball and baseball. So we're going to draft pretty much middle of the day. If you're tuning in live, probably at work, in the car, whatever, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Either way, or if you're watching it back. But we're gonna get into a marathon draft. There are some small drafts. There's a pug and a puppy superflex. Not the biggest. We already laid out like our mapping. We're not going to do any super flexes this year just because not my cup of tea, at least in terms of strategy for me. And then the pug, not going to do that either. Although it is three entry max, fast drafts only. Not going to do the pug. We did max the hound dog. So gonna run into a marathon here. Bang. Should feel pretty quick. Let's check out the news feed for the day. Brian Robinson Jr. Focus entering contract year. Commanders offense coordinator. Enters final season of his rookie deal. I don't think the Commanders really drafted anybody either. Obviously, Jaden Daniels takes away from him. Eckler's another year older. Eckler's 30 this year. Brian Robinson is 26. Obviously, they didn't bring any well, they did bring in Debo. It'd be interesting to see if they deployed Debo similarly. Haven't taken any Noah Brown this year. He did have a decent year last year. Some spike weeks, I'm pretty sure, right? Am I tripping out? No, he went 6 for 71, not horrible. 373 and a touchdown. No, I am tripping out for... He only had one touchdown last year. Stand corrected. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they deploy Debo in this offense. Pretty old in the receiver core. Terry's gonna be 30 when the year starts, and Debo is 29. Still waiting on 4 to fill this draft. Let's keep rolling through the news feed. Haven't taken any Brian Robinson, I don't think, this year. Again, Jaden Daniels just kind of like takes away from the rushing. Like, yeah, Jaden had more rushing yards than Brian Robinson last year. Given B-Rob did only play 14 games. He did have 8 tutties. $20.24. Lions scored 70. The Commanders scored 55 touchdowns. Good enough for 6 last year. 2 more to fill. Interesting enough. Yeah, I mean, B-Rob could run it back. Where did he finish last year versus where he's going? Half PPR. He's got to be pretty far down. 28th points per game. B-Rob. He's going as the RB. 30, so I mean, you're not getting a ton of value. Aaron Jones, RB 28. What did Aaron Jones finish last year? RB 20? He gets some value out of that. He didn't miss any games last year. Kind of an outlier for Aaron Jones, in my opinion. But I guess it's not too much of opinion. It's probably fact based on his injury history, but where did Eckler finish last year? 32nd. So they're pretty close. And Eckler goes. Again, Eckler only played 12 games last year. He missed a few, and then B-Rob missed some, obviously. Eckler is going RB 49. I mean, again, it would just be interesting to see what Debo does. That'll be like the main thing, is what Debo does in this offense. Oh, okay. Any spike weeks for him last year? If he gets Pittsburgh, he had 2 touchdowns. Really, obviously, he didn't get a lot of receiving work because of Jaden. He had 1 big game against Philly, 8 for 89. 11 rushes, 42 and a touchdown. He had a decent week back-to-back there. Overall, though, not the greatest for Austin Eckler. Week 9 and 10. One, two. I mean, did have spike weeks, though. They're there. 3 weeks in a row, pretty decent. 15, 8, 17, 6, 13, 6. Pretty good for a player that's going RB 49. I think is what I said. Trey Benson off field for OTAs. Michael Wilson good for OTAs. Falcons being cautious with Kyle Pitts, but great. Haven't taken any Kyle Pitts, I don't think, this year. Diggs finally shows up to voluntary OTAs after the old pink substance yacht party debacle last week. I mean, he signed a pretty fat contract. Diggs practicing without a brace. Coming off that ACL at 31. Should be interesting. All this other stuff's pretty much old news, defensive stuff. One big thing I actually just saw, Frank Ragnow, I think he's the center for the Lions, retires today. He's only 29, so that's kind of a big news for them. Estimate workload could increase year 2. I don't really like to listen to Sean Payton coach speak, because last year he was just throwing everybody off in that running back room, like, oh, this guy's gonna get the majority of the work, and then another guy got most of the work. So it's like mostly how he feels on game day. Plus RJ Harvey's there, who people are really high on. I just don't see, like, Yeah, I don't like that. Obviously, Javante's gone to Dallas. Joe Mixon, lower body injury, missing OTAs. Curtis Samuel could be a dart throw at the end. Better understanding of how Samuel could help us. Ray Davis. Love picking Ray Davis where he goes. See if we can get some more touchdowns out of Ray Davis. Can't get his last person in this lobby. We can get ready to go here. Olave, full participant. He's good to go. Kendre Miller, there was a nice video of him doing drills, and everyone taking Devin Neal before him. Kendre Miller looked the best in those. See if he's creeping up the ranks. Kendre Miller, he has crept up the ADP board a little bit. Not a ton, but someone that I'm buying at the end of drafts. For sure. Draft starting soon. We got pick 3. Man, we're just like in the swing here of drafts. Small sample size, but we've drafted in the back half, so 10, 11, 12, or 1, 2, 3. Nothing in the middle so far this year at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So interesting there. Yeah, before we get into this, I want you guys to know we are drafting on Underdog. Say it every time we're streaming. Probably sick of hearing it if you watch this, but drafting on Underdog, if you want to draft with us, or just on your own, link in the description, code TEMPTATION on underdog.com. Not promoted, not affiliated, just helps the stream out a little bit. But yeah, go ahead and use that code, get $1,000, up to $1,000 deposit match on your first deposit. But we're live here. Chase goes off the board at 1. Bijan off. I don't want to go Saquon here. We're going to go JJ at 3. I have no shares of JJ. Probably not the pick here. Like, I was thinking strategies for the marathon. I did a couple last year. I don't know. I only did 3, so I don't recall exactly what my strategy was, but I want to lean. Well, first off, let's start by saying, like, this is a draft or like a tournament that's going to be open majority of the summer, since it's going to take long to fill. There are 75,000 entrants, and they did lower the cost this year. I think it was 20 last year, and the sprint was 50. They did lower the entry cost a little bit to make it more accessible and hopefully fill, because I don't think either of them filled last year. But yeah, 75,000 entrants, only 6% fill so far. So I'll be drafting this throughout the summer, trying to get like 10 total, but trying to get different ADPs as we go. So just keeping an eye out on it, because the ADPs are a little bit different than the normal best ball contest like BBM and the puppies and all that. Solely based on, this is no playoffs, it's cumulative scoring, so weeks 1 through 17, and there's no pods, so you're not again, no playoffs. So you're, once we draft this team with the 12 people with this, we're now up against the whole board, so all 75,000 teams, cumulative scoring. The highest scoring team in the whole thing will win money. My allergies are crushing me right now. But yeah, that's how this is going to go. So the ADPs are going to continuously change throughout the summer, obviously based on what's going on right now in voluntary OTAs, throughout everything else like minicamp, training camp, blah, 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 all the camps and whatnot, mandatory stuff leading up to the start of the season. So trying to probably accomplish like 1 of these a week. We're doing 10, that puts us like 2.5 months. So from we'll be like into June, July, August. So around there, like every, week-ish, we'll draft one of these leading into the season. But yeah, I think it is like 150 max entry too. So if you wanted to max it, you very well could. Cost you a pretty penny, but you could definitely max this. Again, $1 million in prizes, 100 to first, 50 to second. The sprint, 150k to first. I don't know if we're gonna do any sprints. Maybe we do. Maybe we mix it up. I probably want to do more of the marathons. But for me, I was thinking too, elite quarterback and then just ripping 2 quarterbacks is probably the way to go in this. And you could see right away, like the elite quarterbacks just go so much earlier. So that does appear to be how people are drafting this. AJ Brown already off the board. Taylor off. Garrett Wilson off the board. I think I want to go ahead and get. We'll go ahead and get Josh Jacobs. Hopefully Lamar or Allen fall to us. Allen goes. Bucky off. CT does back to back here. Marvin Harrison off. So he's not going to go quarterback here. I can get Lamar. We're going to go ahead and grab Lamar. Again, like I'm thinking it's going to be 2. We'll rip 2 quarterbacks. So we'll go elite quarterback is the strat. Obviously, you have to get them pretty early in this. But ripping 2 quarterbacks, that way you're leaving room for like 8 receivers. Probably ripping 3 tight ends. To go like a 2-5-8-3 build would be the way to go in this. Just my thought there. And again, I could totally be off on that, just how early you have to take these quarterbacks, because typically Lamar and Allen are going like a whole round later than this. Which I'm happy we did get Lamar like a little bit of a faller. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab my water. One sec. Ooh, need that water. Clear me up a little bit. What do we got going here? Only one guy going through receiver so far. Finally goes running back. Again, these are typically I would definitely say like more balanced builds too. As you see like tight ends. A little bit more of a premium going off the board a little earlier. Running back's a premium. We'll see what we got coming up for us here. Plenty of receivers to build on. We could go receiver, running back. Could stack Zay if we wanted. I'd probably prefer Bateman later. Sutton off. Do we take the Faller and Hampton? We will. We'll maintain our balanced approach and grab a receiver next. Try to get Jameson Williams here. Harvey off, Tet off, Hunter off. We'll go Jameson Williams. Just to mix things up. I don't think I've taken Jameson at all this year. Looking for ceiling plays. If Amon-Ra goes down, he is a dog. I mean, same thing with Devonta Smith, though. Could have easily on Devonta there. But give it to the Hurts stack. Go ahead, be fun, be happy, have fun. Do your thing. I'm sure he's stoked that we didn't take him. Pickens off. A lot of like fallers. A lot of people just getting their people. I know Pickens ADP is like 52, 53. Which it might be in this. I don't know. Did he get a value? No, his ADP is 60 in this, so. Addison off the board. Now receivers are going. In a big run of receivers, 6 in a row. Rookies probably fall on this more because you're looking for just points overall. So like us getting like you don't want to stack a ton of rookies on here solely because you're looking for points right away because it's just 17 weeks straight. Whereas like, you know, if you were in a pod and you were drafting and you had a rookie, you're drafting a rookie obviously based on product, you assume that they're going to have some production early in the season, but more so hopes that they're going to take over the role in the back half of the year, which is where fantasy playoffs becomes more important. And you can draft that way, but for this, definitely not. Again, there's no playoffs. Like for the sprint, you could obviously draft a little bit more like that too, where rookies might be a little bit, better to draft. Interesting. What do we want here? I don't want these two rookies. Grab Jacoby Myers with Geno Smith. Now that Jacoby has a real quarterback on a real offense, maybe things will line up better. Same with Chris Godwin. Any guys with injuries are going to be avoided. Probably fall down drafts. We're back on the board. Let's run it back with let's grab Aaron Jones. Right at ADP. I was gonna say let's run it back with let's run back Shakir, but continue our balanced build here. And Aaron Jones goes as RB what, like 26, and he was RB 20 last year. So we'll take that. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Jordan Mason will help him not have to take the bulk of the work between the tackles. He may take goal line work a little bit, but not too worried about that. Aaron Jones still gets the receiving work. And for our third running back on the team, not bad at all, in my opinion. Kelsey goes at 80 in the marathon. He falls past pick 100 in normal drafts. Insane. Figure we try to stack like Geno or probably stack like a late round Geno here. Goff goes so early. Compared to Geno, like I can get Geno 52 picks past Goff. Parthy's an option, but would rather not stack two quarterbacks and then have JJ. Starting to pick up here. People are just drafting real quick. Again, Ayuk is a faller because of his injury. People are unsure of when he'll come back. We're gonna go ahead and stack Andrews with Lamar. And then hopefully take Josh Downs here. Take Downs or... Yeah, we'll take Josh Downs. Thought about Jonnu. Goff's out of the question for us now. Downs doesn't help us with more availability for quarterbacks, but the talent is there. The player's great. Hopefully the quarterback can figure itself out. Hopefully Daniel Jones is the quarterback. I don't even know where Downs finished last year. It's got to be so low. Damn, points per game. Shakir finished lower than Marvin Harrison Jr. Blech. Josh Downs finished 33rd. Not horrible last year. Some good spikes. Obviously the unknown, but I mean, we'll take him as the wide receiver. Like 50. Had those spikes with Flacco, so not the best. I mean, he gets the targets even with AR. It's just they're not good targets. Is all I can say about that. Is they're just not good targets. Like, so far, again, pretty balanced build. Like, you're not skewing one way or the other, and that's, for the most part, what most teams are doing is drafting pretty balanced. Everyone has a quarterback already, besides his last team. Everyone seems to have already gotten a tight end besides a handful of teams. And I just think 2 quarterbacks the way to go. Probably better off trying to get value a quarterback, like a Goff Dak stack. Like, that's not a bad strat there. Get Goff with Amon-Ra and Pickens and Dak. Pretty solid there. Having Cook and Khalil Shakir is a little bit of an interesting play. I like the Purdy Fields. We're on the board here soon. Not sure what I want to do. Do we go Keon? We'll take the Faller in Ibuka. Two rookies is my max, absolute max. So we don't get more than 2 rookies. So, you know, if we took Tucker Kraft, we could go 2 tight ends. Although I won't lie, I want Bateman. We're gonna go Bateman here. No, dude, what are you doing? What a bum. Treen dog, bro. I'd beat your ass. You're a bum. Alright, well, we're gonna go Tucker Kraft. Rip 2 tight ends here. And for the rest of this, try to really reel in some things here. Stroud finally off? Where did Stroud pass? 3 quarterback bill with Baker, Burrow, Stroud. Pretty bold move there. Plus, already having 3 tight ends, that's insane. Stroud fell 15 picks past ADP. I just wasn't comfortable enough with Keon Coleman. Like, what did Keon finish? Horrible, like 7.5 points per game, and we're looking at like Tucker Kraft 8.1. Like, give me the tight end there for now. Jay Love off, Herbert off. McCarthy finally goes. I don't think we lose Geno anywhere here. This dude already has 2 quarterbacks. Don't imagine he grabs Geno Smith. This guy has no reason to take Geno. He only has 4 receivers. Probably looking to take like Bryce. I think we hold off on drafting Geno. And look to get do I want Rashad White or do I want Ray Davis? Not mad at having Rashad White. Should get Gino back around. We'll be done with our quarterbacks. We'll have 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends, and then we can just continue to hammer probably like 6 RBs, 8 receivers. 2-6-8-2 build. Don't go Gino. Don't do it. You might do it to me. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together there. Dude's bomb, you already sniped me once. Oh, if we get sniped here, we're gonna be in trouble. Can always go Tua and get Westbrook Akine later. Okay, he goes Ray Davis. Never mind. We'll get Gina. Two, 4, 5, 2 build. Sturdy at running back for now. Could even go 5 running backs potentially with who we have. And just go 9 receivers. Especially since we do have a rookie receiver. We do get the Lamar, Mark Andrews stack. We get this Geno, Jacoby stack. I did put Aaron Jones with Justin Jefferson. Didn't really put 2 and 2 together there when I was drafting it. And then I also have Rashad White and Ibuka together. Let me look at who I could have taken instead of Aaron Jones. Like I could have went. I was also thinking Tony Pollard, but at the same time, I think I was leaning more towards Shakir there. So I definitely didn't want Caleb Johnson. I didn't want to have 2 rookie running backs. McMillan finally off. Think he's past ADP now. Nah, a couple picks. This is the dude that has 3 tight ends. He did get Johnny at a great discount. And he got Kelsey at a discount. And he got McBride at a discount. I mean, he got all his tight ends at a discount, but still, you're looking at some trouble, brother. All right, back up on the board. We still have, what, 5 picks left? Throw a receiver here. I'm sick of taking Buffalo receivers. So over Buffalo receivers. So tragic. Actually, you know what? Let's go Rico. And then we're just done at running back for right now. We could take whoever we want here. Let's make him take a stab at D-Hop. Maybe. I don't know. Might as well try it out. Take a stab at D-Hop just because we have Lamar, I guess. I mean, we still have so many picks for receiver here coming up, so. I like Slayton. I like this Pat Bryant dude. Diami Brown. Bunch of dart throws, but Roman Wilson. Still my boy Calvin Austin. Like Ray. I don't really want to go another rookie. But maybe. Let's throw him in there. Burton. Definitely an option. Kine. Those are all guys I like late round here. Mason Taylor. That's a tight end I like for a tight end I like in these drafts, especially for a rookie tight end based on his profile and just no competition in New York. And B, I like looking for dynasty too. Dude kind of had a crazy athletic profile from the combine. And again, no competition in New York. Could be the second target behind Garrett Wilson. We'll see what kind of running backs fall here. just think I'm fine with five running backs, especially with the ones we have. Coming back up here, Tyler Shuck off the board. All right, we got options for days here. With receiver, TJ Giddens, like Drum Ford, decent pick still. My boy Kendra. Dude, Kendra's such a good pick. I still believe Kendra's a good pick. And I don't know about another rookie receiver. I do have Amanor too. Let's go ahead and take Slayton. Hopefully get some deep balls from Russ. I think Ray's still. I don't think they drafted a receiver. I don't think they have anybody else there. It's still Ray, Darnell. Nah, it's still those three. Might take a stab at Ray here. What is Ray? It's 28. Damn. We'll go ahead and take Ray there too. Someone that finished. I mean, I just think he's a good mix in. I don't know where he finished. 72nd in points per game. Good mix in though. Could have won Akina. He just ran so hard on touchdowns last year. Good mixing though for what should be like a very boom bust offense. And he clocks in as like, you know, London or whatchamacallit, London or Mooney go down. You know, he can get more volume. With a quarterback that likes to just sling it, should be a good offense again. A somewhat decent defense, though. Pat Bryant still on the board. See again. Guys just kind of avoiding rookies. Dude, have 4 quarterbacks. JJ Stroud, Baker, Burrow. With 3 running, brother. His draft's just cooked. Again, keep in mind, like, this doesn't really affect us. Like, we're not worried about what he has because we're not in the pod. Like, we're just playing everybody outside of this. So, like, not too worried about it. We got Tyler Shuck and Jaden Daniels. What a stud. Choices to make here. The choice is to make Kendra's still on the board. Fonte Turpin. Akina is the wide receiver 3, by the way, in Miami. Just don't know what we do. I think we go Jermaine Burton. Kendre entices me. Burton off, so that takes away that. Man, I don't know. What do we want? Do we send it with Aminor? Or do we go Kine? We'll go Alec Aminor. We'll go 9 receivers, so 2592. Lock it in, lock it up. Let's see what we can do. What a draft. So real quick, we'll recap that draft. Started out with JJ, kind of went like hero receiver, honestly. Or what you could call like, I don't even know what all these names are. But we just kept it balanced, to be honest. So JJ, Josh Jacobs, Lamar Jackson, Amari and Hampton, Jamison Williams, Jacoby Myers to round out the first 6 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 0. But if we read the whole roster down, it's 2 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 9 receivers, and 2 tight ends. So we rip Lamar and Geno for quarterback, Josh Jacobs, Hampton, Aaron Jones, Rachaad White, Rico Dowdle. So 1 rookie running back who should have immediate production to start the year, so not too worried about that. In this contest, right, because we're going to get production right away, hopefully, even with Najee in the mix. But even if he does have a slow start, we have 4 other vets, 2 of which, actually 3 of which will be sharing work probably, but all of which get receiving work and can be somewhat explosive outside of Rachaad White. And then we go with receivers, 9 of them: Justin Jefferson, Jamison Williams, Jacoby Myers, Josh Downs, Emeka Ibuka, DeAndre Hopkins, Darius Slayton, Raymond McLeod, and then Alec Aminor. 2 rookies there, but guys that can pick up the production for them. Luckily, Ibuka should get early season work, so not too worried about that with Godwin coming back from the injury. Aminor, with our last pick of the draft, has potential to put up big numbers if he can take like Treylon Burks' job, which probably wouldn't be too hard given like his injury history and just he hasn't been productive. So hopefully Cam Ward's good would be the main factor there. And then 2 tight ends, another big thing. Hopefully the 2 tight ends can stay healthy. But 2 guys that have a decent floor and a decently high ceiling with Andrews and Kraft. So not elite. I mean, Andrews has been elite. I mean, people still harp on that. One season he was tight end 1, but he came on strong later in the year last year after finally getting healthy off of that foot injury that he had the year before that slowed him down. And then Tucker Kraft, looks promising. Hopefully they can kind of clear the air on who they want their targets to be when that crowded kind of mid receiver room. So hopefully Golden can shine as the one there, and then Kraft can kind of assert himself there as well as a main target for Jordan Love. But yeah, that's going to do it. I'm pretty happy with that draft. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment down below what you thought of the draft. Again, this was a marathon draft, so weeks 1 through 17, cumulative points. So we're playing up against the rest of the 75,000 person field on Underdog Fantasy. But yeah, that's the draft. Pretty happy with it. Hope you guys are too. See you next time. We'll actually see you on Wednesday, probably Wednesday morning. See you there. Peace.